Welcome to 𝐂𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐔, talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As a quick time of 10:24 a.m. on the Eastern Time on September 4th on Sunday. Hope you guys have a great weekend so far, especially for the folks in the US. Have a great Labor Day holiday. Respect to Ethereum currently at $1,553, that's about 0.30% so far. On the overall crypto market, obviously the equity market is a Labor Day tomorrow, so it's a holiday. The crypto market across the board has been relatively flat. Still trading on the sideways fashion at the 1550 for Ethereum specifically, and Bitcoin below $20,000, trading at 19,500 at the moment right now. And across the spectrum, I would say the technical still holds. So before I dive into the technical, I just want to give an announcement. So knowing the fact that with respect to the whole economical downturn, a lot of small businesses have been struggling, I've decided to announce this. As you know, my day-to-day job is to work as an investor into small or startup companies, right? So with respect to my proposal to you guys is that so with the fund that I have, which is I'm managing about 75 million to 100 million on behalf of institutional investors and capital. And with respect to the story that was depicted on my life story on CNBC and the fund recently, we're dedicating to investing into underrepresented communities like people of color, women entrepreneurs, people in the LGBT communities, immigrants, and people with disability, and people just come from underprivileged background as well, right? We don't just invest into people of color or people like that looks like me that's coming from the Asian American representation. We also invest into the traditional businesses, right? That majority are founded by white Caucasian male, which we welcome. We cultivate businesses with and we support businesses and we support one another. So the check size that I would ideally write to these businesses would be, on the earlier stage would be 1 million to 3 million. And for later like growth stage, Series A upward would be anywhere from 3 million to 5 million. And I would mainly focus on US and Canadian businesses, unfortunately. But if you guys need guidance, on the international perspective, just reach out to me, send me an email, or, reach out to me on my Patreon, which is the direct way of doing so. And I will be supporting you guys onto cultivating, obviously your business and also in addition to financial capital, but also strategic and my social capital to make sure that you guys are, growing your business successfully, right? And some of the businesses that I've done, and I'm happy to just share with you. So these are some of the deals that I've done in the past. In a private perspective, I've invested in a company called Delphon, which is in the advanced material packaging industry. I've invested into AVAX. We've invested into Personify, which is an enterprise resource platform. Into a company called Syndigo, which is in the fast-moving consumer goods digital industry, and also IBWave, which is in-house wireless network. So similar to like how the backbone of all the telecom companies like Verizon, AT&T are, able to get their networks cultivated, right? So some of the deals that you could take a look at as well is like these are the collective like basically my bread and butter, like what I'm best at, right, would be kind of trifurcated into the following structure: software tech, niche manufacturing business services, and consumer products or service and brands, right? Which is, I was on the board of a company called 24 Fitness, so I do have experience and the Rolodex from there, right? So that's pretty much on the high level. I don't want to give you guys, take too much of the technical analysis, but I just want to commit that, I am investing 1 million to 5 million into businesses, with my fund and also my personal capital. So reach out to me, and let me know how I can help. And, feel free, if you are very committed, subscribe to our Patreon, and then, we can discuss, your business plan, your business model, and I will help with whatever that I can do, right? With respect to financial capital provided to you guys, to strategic capital. If you guys are looking for a CFO or COO type of material, I can support you as the founder slash CEO onto cultivating the business, right? So let me just go back into the technical with respect to recording time of approximately 10:30 a.m. on the Eastern time. Apologies for taking the time. Overall, the technical is still, staying around the same, right? You could see that clearly. We have leaped down for quite some time, and at the same time, the RSI has been sustaining at the 45 out of 70 for quite some time as well. So where do we go, right? So the likelihood of us continue to go up, it's a little bit more likely than going down. In the near term, I'm talking about in the next couple of days, right? Knowing the fact that the Labor Day is on this Monday, and then we technically have some gliding period between the ever since Labor Day Monday all the way to the following week, right? Which the 13th of September is the CPI report that's coming out, and the PPI report, which will give us the flavor around the inflationary pressure, happen in August. And then after that, on the 20th and 21st, would be, with respect to the FOMC meeting, right? So something to look out for, right? And then on the weekly front, you could see that clearly we're still bearish. And on the monthly, we are still, sustaining, a bullish trend nicely. So what that really means, is that despite the sell-off that we've been selling from 2000 downward from here, on a daily looks still bullish. So it means that we should see some positivity near term, but weeks out as we approach, obviously, the CPI report and the FOMC meeting, we should ideally see some negativity. And let's see if Bitcoin is doing the same thing. You could see that weekly, you are quite fused together, but you could see that clearly the line is still on top of the signal line, so it's still indicating some bearish trend on the weekly front. But on the monthly front, you could see that clearly we are quite consolidated, right? Looking for a platform to kind of glide and take off from there. And on the weekly, on a daily, you could see that we are quite depleted, right? You could see that we're back to where we were at 19,500, just matching with the previous triple bottom 1, 2, 3 that we've had before ever since June. So we are September right now, so 3 months already with this upward wedge, breaking the upward wedge, now gliding away. Makes a lot of sense, right? So again, short-term volatility, weeks out downturn, and then months out, ideally in Q4, as you hit that Santa Claus rally, or sometimes in Q1, should be bullish going forward, okay? So appreciate you, and again, let me know how I can help with respect to the the funding. If you guys are looking for funding, think of me as I don't know if you guys watched that show Profit, like Marcus Lemonis. I am committing to supporting the underrepresented or the underprivileged. So let me know. Send me your business proposal. Or just if you want to schedule a call with me, just go on my Patreon and have a one-on-one with me, and I'm happy to do so. So appreciate you. Hope you guys are all enjoying the weekend ahead, and the long weekend ahead. And for those that are on the other side of the world, have a good Monday ahead. Appreciate you. All right, take care.